All right, so it is now currently Sunday. The driveway is a bit of a mess right now. I've been cleaning out that side of the barn, but we have the transmission right here out. We're gonna go through and pressure wash it today, and I think I want to paint match this one in the LD6T, the electronic green. I just love that color. And on the Savoy, we did the silver transmission, but I think on this car, we'll do the nice paint match transmission. I think that'd be a nice touch for this car. The Avenue seats chilling over here. I might go grab the vacuum from Andy today so I can clean them, because honestly, they smell horrible. But look at this. Look at all this freed up space. No more 1.8 in my way. Oh, it just feels nice when there's space. Now, the main goal for today, aside from going through and cleaning the transmission there, is to make sure this car is 100% ready to go for inspection tomorrow. The e-brake's been fixed, the airbag light's off. Last thing I'm gonna do, just to be safe, is raise the car back up so there's no question if it's too low or not. And I think we should be good to go, unless there's something I'm missing on the car, but I think all the main things are done and we should be good to go. So first things first, let's go through and get this thing cleaned up. This one's actually in much better shape than the OTJ we have for the Savoy. There's some grime and stuff back here, but for the most part, like corrosion wise, this thing's actually in really good shape and very clean. And also this one, this one still has transmission fluid in it, because this one has not been drained. So that won't happen again. I will put fresh fluid in this one, but at least we're not running on empty. This here was the OTJ for the Savoy. You can see this thing was just grimy and nasty and had corrosion pretty much on the entire thing. Definitely cleaned up very well, thankfully, but this is a much better starting spot. I'm gonna go through and pop this mount off. We don't need that where we're going. Hopefully this is enough to pop this free. I might need a breaker bar. I don't have any power. Stand by. All right, take two. Here we go. We have power. Nothing. Absolutely love power tools. Ooh, that's at a bad angle. Hold on. Extension. Last thing I want to do today is go stripping out some bolts. Fantastic. All right, mount be gone. Now we clean. I really wish I had a dry ice blaster, but for a pressure washer and a wire brush, can't complain. This thing came out really good. I am completely soaked, but look at this thing. It came out good. It's in way better shape than I got the OTJ for the Savoy. Look at that though. Still a few spots here and there that are kind of dirty, that's kind of hard to spray into, but for the most part, this thing looks good. And then here's the part number right there if you want to see it. 02M 301 103D. That is a 6-speed we're using with the 1.8 turbo in the Pink Floyd. This thing came out so good. Let me put it down if I can one-handed carefully. Ah! We're good. She's fine. Look at that. So I mainly focus mostly on this area through here with the wire brush, getting the corrosion spots all smoothed down, because when I paint it and it's in the engine bay, you're pretty much only gonna see like this section throughout here. I'm gonna paint the entire thing obviously, but my main focus is what you'll normally see in the engine bay. And then aside from paint matching the transmission to the car, I think I'll probably do this gloss black like I did on the Savoy, because it had a really nice look to it. Like I said, this thing wasn't horrible from before. I mean, obviously it had like its grime and stuff, but still night and day difference. And then also in here, looking much better. So for right now, the transmission is done and good to go, and I think I'm like 99% sure I'm gonna paint match it to the car, but also gloss black looks good and silver does too. Actually no, Miley has a gloss black trans, the Savoy has silver, this one will be paint matched. All right, I'm settled, I'm done. Now it is time to go through and raise the Wagon. Also probably go through and wash it because it's filthy. That way tomorrow it's raised, it looks clean, and they're like, you know what? Pass immediately.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So the wagon has been raised. The front is higher than the rear, not by a whole bunch, but you can definitely see the difference there. What's funny is the front still have about this much more, about an inch or inch and a half to go up still. The rears are maxed out. So needless to say, KWs go much higher in the front than they do in the rear. But what I should have done if I was being smart about it, because after this car passes inspection, that's when it's going back to stock and getting sold. I should have just put the stock suspension back on the car now versus trying to raise these ones up. I mean, it's not the end of the world to do it later on, but I could have knocked out two things in one. But still, she is ready for inspection tomorrow. Airbag lights off. E-brake works, car is raised up. We should be good to go. So I was planning on washing the car today, but that started rolling in over there, and then looking at this, it's supposed to rain literally all week long. So that's just it's a big note for me. So with that, I'll see you guys in the morning, and hopefully this is a one and done kind of thing. All right, good morning. We are currently in line for inspection. I'm actually 15 minutes early than it opened until 7:45, and the line's already 6 long, but hopefully it's faster than last time we were here and we could be in and out and be done. We are officially next in line. Fingers crossed. All right, my friends, we are done with the inspection and we failed, but not for anything that I thought I might fail for. He said my front two brake lines going from the body of the car to the caliper were severe. Well, he said severely cracked and damaged at first, and I was like, severely cracked and damaged? Like, I didn't see that when I was in the car yesterday. Are they leaking? He said, well, no, but eventually they're gonna break. I was like, well, yeah, eventually everything's gonna break, and I don't think he liked when I said that. But I have to go home now, swap out the front two brake lines because they're severely cracked and damaged, but they're not leaking at all. So we'll swap those out, go back again today, and then we should be good to go. So this is only one thing, well, two things, but annoying. I'm pretty sure I have two different sets of Mark IV calipers at home with the brake line still attached, so snag that, swap it, bleed them real quick, and then head back up here, and we should be good to go. All I know, I am very curious to see these brake lines, because yesterday when I was racing the car, they looked fine to me, but he said severely cracked and damaged, so we'll see. Also, he didn't have me walk under the car to look at them. He just pulled it back out, so I didn't get to see what he was talking about. So we'll see how bad they are. So I've got the car up. Look at this. Take a good look at this. This is our severely damaged and cracked brake line. This right here. This is it. Like, where? Where is the severe damage and the cracking? Where? Where's it at? Driver's side has officially been swapped out. I didn't have another standard Mark IV brake line, the shorter one. I only had this one off of my VR5 suspension, but it's still the same here and the same there. It's just a little bit longer, so I had to route it up and over. I did put this little rubber guard right there because it's kind of touching the coilover, which I'm afraid he's gonna have an absolute fit about, but this line is in perfect condition. There's no leaks. I bled them already. They work fine. It's just a little bit longer than the factory one here, but it's nice and secured, no problem. Like I said, it's just touching right here, but I put this rubber guard behind it. I mean, you have to turn this car a billion times for it to even cause any damage here, so it shouldn't be an issue. All right, moving on to side number 2. What we got down here? That looks fine. That looks fine. There's no leaks under here. There's no leaks on this side, I don't think. No leaks. I am now looking for the severe damage and cracking. I'm not seeing it. There's a little bit of the rubber cracking back over there. But this man said severe damage and cracking. And I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm calling BS. I don't see the severe damage or cracking. And if it was severely damaged and cracking, why would you then let me drive the car home? I saw these yesterday. I wasn't worried. But to say my car is severely damaged and cracking and then say, yeah, go drive it, no problem, that makes absolutely no sense. So we'll swap out this horrible line here for another one and we'll be on our way. All right, and just like that, she is all back together. My severely damaged brake lines are off the car. And now I have a VR5 one. So where's my key? Let's make sure they work. I already bled them, so pedal feels good still. Make sure we can still stop. Seems good to me. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we passed. Now, he was not happy about it. He's, I'm gonna pass the car, but you should change these because I don't like how it's routed. And I said, well, you already passed the car, so I'm gonna leave it how it is. But we passed. Also, he was mad about the shifter in this car because if you saw when we first got this car, this one kind of sticks and doesn't really recenter itself. We're used to it. We drive the car every single day. It's not a problem for us. But he's like, you really should change that because if someone else drives your car, it's not very good for them. I'm like, this car is not for other people. I don't care if someone else has an issue driving this car. It's not for them. So I'm not gonna touch that either. So long story short, he wasn't super happy, but we passed. That's all that matters. So this car, good to go, full inspection. And then next thing we'll be doing is putting it back to stock and selling it. But we passed. So now that we've passed inspection, we celebrate and get McDonald's because I am starving. All right, we are finally heading back home. I got a bag full of snacks, which I'm very excited about. I still can't believe this guy literally said, you have severely cracked and damaged brake lines, and then said, send it, drive home. Like, it doesn't even matter. Now again, I knew personally the brake lines were fine. I saw him yesterday. There was no issue with the brake lines. But to say that and then be like, yeah, drive the car. Like, it failed inspection, but drive it, it's fine. It makes absolutely no sense. So at this point, the R32 is done and inspected. This car is now done and good to go. Up next will be Miley, which ends in September, I want to say. But that car won't be an issue at all, so not even worried about that. And then my personal is the silver wagon. That one's good until November, so that car will be sold before you need to inspect it again. So not even an issue. So at this point, we're pretty much home free. All right, my friends, it's been a long day. I've been driving all over the place. So we're gonna end off with a nice package here. This is my friend Ricky. He had the white Corolla 86, and he also is the one who made me that custom crack pipe for the VR5. He doesn't live in Germany anymore, but he has some clothing that he had just released. So always gotta support the homies. But it also feels like there's something like a box in there, and I only ordered 2 shirts, so we'll see what we got in here. What is that? Oh, he sent me some fancy meal. Look at that. All this, I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese, but fancy JDM things. For all my, actually no, look at it. Got a German flag on it, so it's something for Euro something. Flatmere. Can't read any of that, but that's dope. Thank you, Ricky. And then we got some shirts. Ooh, and we got a note. It says, yo, Christian, man, words can't express how thankful I am to have met you. You need to be in Germany when I first got there. Yeah, he was here, I think, 2-3 years before I got here. So we definitely missed out on a bunch of hanging out. He says, you've been motivation like crazy. By the time you get this, I should have a video uploaded, which I don't think, Ricky, you uploaded a video. He has a YouTube channel. He has a bunch of cool cars. He has a huge shop behind his house. He actually just got a lowrider Impala. Tons of cool cars. Ricky, I'm holding you to this. I'm going to put his Instagram, and I'm going to put his YouTube channel down below. Make sure you guys check him out. Motivate this man to make videos because he has super cool cars and is a super cool guy. So, thank you for the shirts. Let me pull one out real quick. Oh, and we got a lanyard. Shoot, we got a lanyard. We got some fancy mirror, and we got some shirts. One for me and one for Casey. Thank you for my note. Bam. Look at that. Cooney Garage in the front, and then bam on the back. So again, Ricky, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always down to support the homies. And again, make sure you guys go check out his Instagram and also his YouTube channel. And tell him he needs to start making some videos. Now, one more thing I want to say before this video is over. My buddy Jamie, aka Not From Stock on Instagram, is driving his Mark III Golf from Spain all the way to Denmark and stopping in between, meeting friends, dropping off parts, and I am stop number 2 of his journey. So right now he's currently in France. He'll be here tomorrow morning. We're gonna hang out, see the cars. If it's good weather, probably drive Miley and take him for a ride. But we're just gonna hang out with somebody I haven't met in person yet, another internet friend, but we've talked and we've been friends online for such a long time. So cool opportunity to meet another friend as he drives his car from Spain all the way to Denmark, which is a far drive. After he leaves my house, he's gonna go to the Nürburgring, then to Wolfsburg, and then he'll be in Denmark for the show. I think it's called Danes and Dubs. I could be wrong, but he's going to some show up in Denmark. And honestly, if I wasn't leaving Wednesday, I'd probably go with him, but you'll see that in another video. So the next video you guys will see, Jamie will be here. We'll check out his car. He's also bringing me, I didn't even mention this, a whole bunch of parts for the Pink Floyd. So get excited for that. We've got some cool rare parts coming, and I can't wait to get them. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.